Women's Champions League Real Madrid Femenino vs Celtic Women prediction, team news, lineups preview. Real Madrid Femenino will welcome Scottish champions Celtic Women to the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium for Thursday's Women's Champions League clash. The Spanish side lost out to Chelsea on matchday 1, while Celtic were unable to take anything from their home meeting with 20. Match preview. Real Madrid are competing in Europe for a fourth consecutive season after finishing in second place in Liga F last season. Los Blancos sealed their place in the main draw with a 5-2 aggregate victory over Portuguese side Sporting Lisbon in the second round of qualifying. Real Madrid were subsequently drawn in a group with Chelsea for the second year in a row. And unfortunately for Los Blancos, they were unable to take anything from last week's trip to the English capital, after losing their previous 2 away meetings with the Blues. Real Madrid experienced a similar fate on matchday 1 with goals from Alba Redondo and Linda Caicedo proving fruitless in a 3-2 defeat. Alberto Torreal's side experienced more frustration in Sunday's derby clash against Atletico Madrid, as Caroline Weir saw her first-half opener cancelled out by Vilda Bo Reis's 78th-minute penalty. Real Madrid will now turn their focus to Thursday's European home match, where they will attempt to end their 7-game winless run in the Women's Champions League main draw. Celtic successfully negotiated their way through Women's Champions League qualifying to become the first Scottish team to appear in the group phase. They ousted QPS and Gintra in the first stage, before they recorded a 3-0 aggregate win over Vorskla Poltava in the second qualifying round to seal their spot in the main draw. After beating Vorskla Poltava, Celtic went on to thrash Montrose 7-0 and fight back from 2 goals down to draw 2-2 against rivals Rangers, ensuring they took significant momentum into last week's European clash with 20. Unfortunately for the Scottish champions, their first ever Women's Champions League group game ended in a 2-0 home defeat. They then fell to another defeat at the weekend, falling to a surprise 1-0 defeat to Hearts to leave them in 5th place in the Scottish Women's Premier League and 6 points adrift of top spot. Having gone 3 games without a win, Celtic will turn their focus to a difficult away trip against one of the most iconic names in football, knowing that all the pressure and expectation will be on a Real Madrid side that have won 4 of their 5 home games this season. D1 Team news. Real Madrid are unable to call upon midfielder Sandy Toledi, who sustained a knee injury in a league clash against Valencia earlier this month. Maria Mendes is likely to return to the side to feature in a backline with Sheila Garcia, Mile Locker and Olga Carmona. Torreal may also decide to recall Athenia del Castillo and Redondo after the pair dropped down to the bench for Sunday's derby. Meanwhile, Celtic are unable to call upon long-term absentees Chloe Craig and Claire Goldie, while Hannah Kerner and Kit Lofterski are also set to miss out due to injury. Sadaku is likely to recall Murphy Agnew and Saoirse Noonan after the pair featured as halftime substitutes at the weekend. Lucy Ashworth-Clifford also came off the bench against Hearts, and the 25-year-old could be given the chance to operate on the left flank against Real Madrid. Real Madrid Femenino possible starting lineup: Misa, Garcia, Locker, Mendes, Carmona, Angeldal, Abelira, Del Castillo, Weir, Caicedo, Redondo. Celtic Women possible starting lineup: Doherty, Lorenzo, Clark, Hayes, Cross, Ross, Ashworth-Clifford, McGregor, Agnew, Noonan. We say, Real Madrid Femenino 2-0 Celtic Women. Competing in their 4th consecutive European campaign, Real Madrid should have the experience and quality to see off Celtic on Thursday. And we ultimately believe they will live up to the favourites tag to claim maximum points and extend their unbeaten home run to 6 games, Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.